People of Jamaica, welcome to Yachty TV commentary. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. In today's question, was Senate President Tom Tavares Finson somewhat defending the JLP administration for the unfortunate TC and corruption move by Andrew Holness and Horace Chung? Was it a desperate move to save the JLP by unplugging Senator Lambert Brown's microphone when he speaks of the types of deportee coming to Jamaica?
No, that. Don't go there, come on. Skeffrey and you and I sat. Good. Yeah, in a committee that was in my government. That is correct. When I was on that side, we had a joint select committee. But suffice it to say, that the Chicago Convention is a 1944 convention. The law that governed safety at the workplace in Jamaica is a 1943 legislation, the Factories Act, with its regulation of 1961, and a slight amendment in 2009. It is past time for this legislation, the OSHA bill, which I fondly describe as being starting as a wristwatch and is now
There's a point of order on the floor, Senator Brown. Senator Golden Campbell.
Mr. President, I suspect I share the sentiments of my colleague, Senator Lambert Brown, in regards to the bill he's referencing. But on a point of order, it is not relevant to the debate that we are having today. And while he very skillfully weaves words that are part of the bill's name into his speech, the content of his speech is not relevant. And he's very skillful at it, actually. I admire his skill at it. But it's not relevant. So can we move on to the matters that concern the bill before us?
Thank you very much, Senator. Senator Golden Campbell, of course, you're perfectly right. But Senator Brown knows it, and he's going to wrap up shortly, I take it.
President, when Senator Gale said this is a safety bill, it was okay. No point of order. Correct, it is.
But
and all
hello,
I'm saying
Senator Brown,
is that aviation safety is not more important to me than the safety of the worker at the National Solid Waste Management Authority.
Fantastic. So let's
move on. Or the Water
on.
Commission.
So move on from
or
that.
Any other workplace in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So I'm simply saying, having regard for the Minister of Labour announcing this year that the OSHA bill is ready, I believe it's time.
Senator Brown, just deal with this legislation.
This is what
please.
I'm saying, that this bill could benefit from a companion legislation. This bill could benefit from a companion legislation dealing with safety for workers, not who fly, only who fly, but across the board in the country. And so those who believe that I shouldn't get up and talk about safety for Jamaican workers, but that they must recognize that I come here hoping that there can be bipartisan support for the occupational safety and health bill, and that this be brought, because this bill is going back to the other place, because there are amendments to come. And I hope the other place will see the importance of urging on the Minister of Labour to speedily lay the Occupational Health and Safety Act.
Thank you.
And move on from that call for the Occupational Health and Safety Act to be brought to the Parliament as a matter of urgency by saying, what this government, you want me to talk about this bill? This bill to me appears to be preference for foreigners. It's the same approach.
But Senator Brown,
It's
with
the
the greatest of respect, how can civil
That's my opinion.
Oh, I'm asking though.
Well,
how
let me
can
speak
civil
and then we can
aviation
talk
safety?
afterwards.
How can civil aviation
Let me
safety
talk about-
be aimed at foreigners?
Let
Where you
me
getting
talk
where you
what
get
I
this
want
thing
to
from?
talk. You can come into the debate if you want. The reality is that just like the TCN, a preference to foreigners over the Melissa victims, just like the preference, the rejection of Jamaican coming back from the UK, we are seeing a government showing a preference to foreigners over Jamaican. I choose Jamaica. For you, choose Jamaica is a slogan. For you, choosing Jamaica is a slogan. For me, it's reality. I raise the issue. Why are you bringing to Jamaica the most despicable pedophiles and dangerous people that
Senator
your
Brown,
MOU
Senator
has
Brown.
brought?
Senator Brown, I have to turn off your mic. You heard what you said? Why is the government of Jamaica choosing to bring Rubio's pedophile and despicable people? That is the position of the People's National Party. That is the position of the People's National Party. Well, if that is the position, I want you to state on the record that that is the position of the People's National Party. That the Jamaica Labour Party government is bowing to Rubio to bring pedophiles and criminals to Jamaica. Let the record show that that is the position of the People's National Party. Please have your seat. Anybody, Minister, anything else? No, I'm not turning it on.
So you are choosing the despicable and pedophiles.
Look here now, I just want the record to indicate, that Senator Brown, speaking on behalf of the People's National Party, is saying that the government of Jamaica is choosing Rubio's Secretary of State of the United States of America is choosing to bring Rubio's pedophile, criminal and rapist to Jamaica. That is the position of the People's National Party. Look here, man, don't start me today at all. Senator Gale. Afraid of who, me? All right, repeat it. Let me turn on your mic.
That's what I want you to
repeat
know.
it. Turn
I am saying here
repeat it.
that in choosing to bring the TCN,
Yes.
you are choosing what Rubio said. Despicable pedophiles would want to get away from America.
All right, okay.
And to dump on us.
And that is the position of the People's National
Lambert
Party.
Brown's view.
Senator Sinclair.
Not the views of the PNP. Because of the senator. I speak for myself. I speak for the party.
You finish? You finish? I am. Yes, I'm telling you that you finish. I am. No, I'm not preventing you to speak on the bill. You are speaking on the bill, and you go a point where you're talking about Senator Rubio and all manners of extraneous things. So therefore, I'm saying no problem. Senator Sinclair.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
We know reach a point in the Senate where a senator is not allowed to complete his speech when he's speaking on the bill. Because what he says is offensive to our government policy, which puts foreigners over
It has nothing to do with offending anybody. It has to do with offending the standing order. Senator Sinclair.
Mr. President, thank you very much. And I hope that my few words that I will make in respect to this bill will bring back some sanity having regard to the outburst that was just seen by Senator Lambert Brown. unfortunate because he's one of the more long-serving senators in this Senate and should be familiar with the standing orders to know that the president can cause a senator to discontinue his presentations for being repetitious and for being irrelevant. That is your authority as the president of the Senate. But Mr. President, I stand in support of this bill, which is entitled An Act to Amend the Civil Aviation